to be an interesting little topic because I think so many times we when we're out kind of living our lives, we I don't know how much we pay attention to what's going on around us. And the point of the call here today is that people are watching. People are watching what we do. And especially in social media, people are watching what we're doing. And a lot of times you think you're just posting and posting and posting and nobody's, messaging you back and nobody's even liking your post, but they're watching you guys. They're absolutely watching. And how you handle yourself in public and, especially, and on social media, not especially, but even on social media, it matters. It really, really does matter. What I want to do this morning is I want to tell you a little story. And I kind of teased today's call by saying one rainy night in Philadelphia. And what happened is that on a rainy night in Philadelphia, there was a man and his wife that walked into a small hotel and asked if there was any room available. And the friendly manager, who really did pride himself on superior customer service, said, well, unfortunately, the hotel was completely full, but instead of sending them, back out into the rain at 1 o'clock in the morning, he offered the couple his room. Now, he said it's not a suite, but it will be comfortable for the night. Now, the man tried to object, but the manager insisted. Now, the next morning, as the man paid his bill and he told the manager that, he should be the boss of the best hotel in the United States, the hotel manager just kind of smiled and said, thank you. Well, a few years passed, but the two men stayed in touch. Well, one day, the manager of this hotel received a letter from the guest inviting him to come to New York City. All expenses paid. And when the manager of the hotel arrived in New York, the guest at the hotel picked him up and took him to the corner of Fifth Avenue and 34th Street. Do you guys have any idea what's on the corner of Fifth Avenue and 34th Street? Well, the man pointed to a brand new building and said, this is the hotel that I want you to manage. And the manager of the hotel, the small hotel, looked and said, you've got to be joking. And the man said, I'm not. Well, William Waldorf Astoria was the guest at that hotel in Philadelphia that rainy night. And he built the original Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Well, guys, the lesson here is this. We're being watched. You are always being watched. And you just never know. You just never know by who. And you never know how each of your acts of kindness or your acts of just doing the right thing, like going above and beyond, and how that might change the direction of your life. And you don't do it because it might change your life. Please don't live your life by thinking, okay, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do this nice random act of kindness for this person because it might change my life. It doesn't work that way. Don't do it because it might change your life. Do it because it's right. Just do the right thing. And if you live by that, as a standard, as a philosophy, the universe will reward you. Now, there have been a couple of stories that I've shared with you guys on this call just like that. Amazing stories, from really famous people, right? But this happens every day. This happens every day. People turn out to be really, really good people, and the universe rewards them for that. And so what I'm going to encourage you guys to do today and through the weekend and hopefully for the rest of your life is look for ways to enact random acts of kindness. Just do nice things for people. I'm sounding like my parents now because I remember my parents when I was growing up. My parents said, "Oh, the world's a mess. The world's crazy," and I think they were right. There's a lot of craziness out there, when you look at some of the things that happen in our neighborhoods, and you just, if you want to get depressed, just watch the news, right? But there's a lot of great things that are happening too. So be a part of the great things that are happening. Just try to do nice things for people, because listen, we all want the same things. When it comes right down to it, we all want to be happy. We all want to be healthy. We all want the same things. There's such a political divide in our country. There's such a religious divide. I shouldn't say in our country, well, and politically in our country, but there's such a religious divide in the world. And it's like, wait. I guarantee you this. If I met somebody, in a restaurant, and I just started talking to them and I had no idea what their political affiliation was, maybe it's the complete opposite of mine. And if we just had a conversation, I wouldn't even know it. It's like, this person just wants to be happy. They just want to be healthy. They want to be reasonably prosperous. I know there's a bunch of people on this call who want to be unreasonably prosperous, and that's wonderful. And I want that to happen to everybody. But guys, if we just reach out and just do the right thing, just be nice to people, you're going to be rewarded. That'll come back to you 1,000 times over. So I just wanted to share that story with you. I don't know where I heard that for the very first time, but I heard that story and I thought to myself, Steve, do you do that? Do you do that? And I'd like to think I do. I go out of my way to hold doors for people. I go out of my way to make somebody else's life better. And I hope you guys do the same. And I hope you guys feel that way about me. Because that's really, really how I try to live my life. And we just need an army, millions of people living that way. And things are going to be pretty cool. Things are going to be really, really enjoyable, right? So listen, guys, have a wonderful Friday. If you need anything, you certainly know how to get a hold of me. Let me open this up.